Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle, and today I'm going to be doing a romance recommendation video for you, talking about all of the books that I have been obsessed with lately. I've been reading a lot of amazing books lately, and I really just want to chat all about them with you, so let's get right into this video. The first book I want to talk about is The Hunter by Kerrigan Byrne. This is a historical romance, and it is very, very good. I love this one. If you like dark romance, you would really love this one. This is a dark historical romance. So our hero is a hitman and assassin, and he is tasked with putting a hit out on the heroine, and the heroine is a single mom. She's also an actress in the opera, and so he is tasked with going to kill her. And so when he is about to murder her, he actually kisses her, and he is instantly infatuated with her, and it's like, I cannot kill you now. So now that I really like you and I want to be with you, I am going to kill anybody else who tries to kill you. And he was not the person that put the hit out on her, so they're trying to find out who did that. And he also made a bargain with her, I'm not going to kill you if you give your body to me. And it is really, really good. There's a lot of tension and chemistry between them and passion, and she doesn't want to give herself over to him because she knows that he is a bad man and just very morally gray, but she can't stop her body's reaction to him and wanting him. And it is really good. This book has a ton of action in it. I listened to the audio and really, really loved it. It was so much fun. I really, really love this one. So if you want a darker historical romance with tons of action, chemistry, hate to love, angst, spicy times, I recommend this one. The next book I want to talk about is Scourge My Heart by Lorraine Heath. This is another amazing historical that I read recently. I just love this one. It's definitely a new favorite from Lorraine Heath. So our heroine is a high person in society, and she wants to marry somebody also in high society, but she starts getting to know her best friend's older brother, and they kind of start having a little bit of a friendship. They always have hated each other, and he is trying to help her get the attentions from this duke, and they end up kind of falling a little bit in love, but then she ends up getting they have to write a letter to the duke explaining why she is the best person for him to marry, and so he ends up picking her. But then she's at that point, she's realizing she actually has feelings for the hero and wants to be with him. But then the hero leaves town and says bye-bye, and she is just very lonely, and now he's come back into town. He is hardened. He's a hardened man. He now owns a pleasure club, and she is very angry at him because she really loves him and doesn't want him, wants to be with him, but he is you need to be with the duke. It is very angsty, lots of tension, very, very spicy and really good. Tons of chemistry. I just love this one so much. Definitely a new favorite from Lorraine Heath. The next book I have to talk about is Sinner by Sierra Simone. So I listened to this one on audio the past couple months and just loved it so freaking much. So our hero is older. He's I don't know if he's a billionaire, but he's very rich, and he meets the heroine at a masquerade ball for his company, and they really, really hit it off, and he never sees her again. But then the next day he is tasked with going to this nunnery, I think, because his company is buying the land where the church sits, and they're this will be bad business if we destroy this church and oust all these nuns from their holy place. And so he is tasked with going down there and making a negotiation with them. And when he gets there, he realizes that the person that he's meeting with is the woman from last night, but she is also his best friend's younger sister. And so they have this insane chemistry, and she is about to become a nun, but she's not one yet, and so she has 30 days until she becomes one, and they decide to spend that 30 days together and doing some spicy times. And it is very, very good. I really love this one. There's a lot of emotionality because the hero is, during this book, is losing his mother, and so that was very, very hard to read and very emotional and added a lot of depth to the story, and I just really love this one. I loved the relationship between the heroine and how it got very angst-filled and tension because she doesn't want to give up becoming a nun, but she loves him, and he doesn't want to force her to give up becoming a nun because he loves her, and it is so good. The next book I have to talk about is Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. This is a sports hockey romance, hate to love. So our heroine is a flight attendant, and she is one of the flight attendants for this commercial plane where she's gonna be like one of the set flight attendants for this hockey team and will be flying with them all season. And so she meets the hero, who is a player on the hockey team, and he has like an instant liking to her. He really likes her, but she is like, no, I'm working, like leave me alone. And so they keep running into each other again and again, and they have a lot of tension and chemistry, and they decide to start up a like kind of friends with benefits type thing. Not really a relationship because she doesn't fully trust him. He really puts his persona out to the world that he is this player, bad boy, but he's actually not. He's just doing it to play up in the media, but she doesn't believe him at first. So he really has to like prove to her that he is worthy of her love and attention, and it's just so much fun. The heroine in her spare time works at a dog shelter, and so we get to see some doggy content. The hero, his best friend is also on the hockey team, and they have a really cute family, and it's like his niece is adorable, and I just like love this story so much. It had a lot of depth and emotionality with it, and I just loved it. It was really good. The next book I want to talk about is 5 Rounds by Nikki Castle. This book is incredible. I still can't believe this is the debut novel from Nikki Castle because it is just so phenomenal. So this is an spicy hate to love romance. Our heroine gets kicked out of her apartment, and she needs somewhere to live, and so she propositions to her best friend, Jax, like, can I live with you? And he's like, well, you will have to deal with my roommate, which is the hero, Tristan. Tristan and the heroine do not get along. They absolutely hate each other. Tristan is a part of the he is a fighter in the MMA, and they both go to the same like fighting gym. She goes there, and they have to live together for 2 weeks, and they end up starting a romance. And it's really good. It's very hate to love, spicy, lots of tension because they hate each other so much, but they like have this insane passion and chemistry for each other, and it's so good. We get to see the heroine fight, which I really loved, and like fight him, and it was just such a great romance. I really loved this one. The next book I want to mention is Look the Part by Julie Ann. So this one is fantastic. I listened to it on audio, really loved it. This is a office hate to love, like single dad age gap romance, and so our hero is a lawyer. He's a widower. He has I think he's like 8-year-old son, and so he is taking on this new woman who is buying an office in his office building, and she is a music therapist. She makes a ton of noise, and he is just so annoyed with her, like hates her, is like, you can't like be here, I'm gonna evict you. And she's like, no, you're not. And they have this like funny banter. It's hilarious, but they end up starting a romance, and it's really good. I really love this one. She has like 5 pet rats, which is really hilarious and a fun part of the story. She helps his son a lot with things that his son is going through music therapy, and I really like that. And this book was just really good. I really loved it. It was such a great single dad hate to love romance. The last book I'm going to talk about is Mercy by Sarah Kate. I just finished this like 2 days ago and just like flew through it. It was incredible. This is a reverse age gap Madame/Dom romance. So this is the 4th book in the Salacious Players Club series, and so it's about our hero and heroine, and our heroine is part owner of the club, and the hero is actually the son of another owner of the club, and his dad had a book, the first book in this series. His name is Emerson, and Emerson actually ended up with his ex-girlfriend, and so he holds a lot of hostility and like anger towards his dad for that and opening up this club. And he ends up taking this it's like a kink quiz, and he finds out that he is a submissive, and he's like, what the F, like I am not submissive, I'm a strong like dominant man, like this is crap, like I don't understand this. And so the heroine has always kind of been on her own, very workaholic. She's 34, he's 22, and she ends up taking the king quiz, which she's never done, and finds out that she is a madame. She loves control in the bedroom, and she loves being in charge. And so they get matched up on the app and randomly meet up, and then they find out like who each other is, and it's like, oh my gosh, like this, we cannot be together, this is crazy, this would hurt your dad so much. But of course they give in to their attraction, and they start having a romance and doing like spicy things together. And I just really love this one. This was my first like madame slash dame romance, and I just really, really loved it. Sarah Kate did such an amazing job with this book. I just fell in love with these characters in this story, and really going through the emotionality of how much hurt the hero's feeling still about what his father did and who he's with, and he finds a lot of resolve and happiness through the heroine. And I just love this like full circle moment. This was fantastic. Very, very good. I just like love this one. It's one of my favorites in the series. Alright, well that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I have just been reading so many good books lately, and I wanted to include these ones in this video. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.